Hey you guys, I just wanted to pop in and give you a quick update on my little apple cider jars for these fungus gnats. Whatever kind of gnats you got, you see them little buggers? Now I just changed this out 2 days ago because the water was getting a little cloudy. You can see it's really clear still. And you want to refresh that like every 4 days or so, 5 days, because it's going to get really cloudy and you're going to have bugs in there. So you want to refresh that so they get attracted to that, that smell again. And you're going to have these little fungus gnats in there. Now, I know a lot of you say that this doesn't work for you. And honestly, when I first tried it, it didn't work for me either. I was trying to look in that jar every day and I just didn't see them little buggers in there. So having that little pea-sized amount of honey in this jar really does help attract them in there. The vinegar will do it alone, but you can see it takes quite a while to get them in that jar. And I just wanted to give you that update. We're going to water some plants here because, dealing with fungus gnat problems, it's really important to keep your plants dry, but not too dry to where they're wilting and you have damage. So I've been letting this one dry out quite a bit. See that? And this is foliage death. And it is going to get foliage death on it, but as it grows, but this I can tell is really underwatered. See how dry this soil is, you guys? That is how you know you need some water in there. Now this is a regular Nephitis houseplant. I love this houseplant. It filters out all bad stuff. I don't like dead foliage, so we're just going to get these little buggers on out of here real quick. And I'm going to show you how to water these. So we're going to water our inside plants today, and I want to show you how to water when you're dealing with such a big gnat problem. We're going to water our succulents, so let me get my watering can. Alright, you folks, we're going to water this Nephitis. I got my little watering can. This is $2.50 at Dollar General. I love it, and the reason why that's cloudy is because I got some neem oil in there with some Dawn soap, which I always treat my inside plants because, them little gnats are going to get in your soil. Now, when you're treating really, really dry soil, make sure you have a dish on the bottom too because it will seep right to the bottom when it's dry. See how the bottom, the sides are separating? That water is flowing right out of that. So what I usually do, sometimes you have water that floats to the top. You can definitely tilt your pot around and let that water distribute evenly, and it will start distributing that water evenly. You can also spray the sides of your pot down, like the first top. Look at that little gnat. Them little buggers are driving me crazy. He's going to get in that jar soon. Trust me. Believe that. We're going to get rid of these gnats. They are driving me nuts. So just watch the watering. Now that's a houseplant, so that gets soaked all the way through. Your aloes, now my inside aloes, I don't give too much water, you guys. This might not be the right way, but they're healthy and it works for me. So, I do what the plants like. I don't try to force anything on my plants. They will tell you what they want. They will tell you if they're happy. They will tell you when they need water. So with your aloes, you want to feel that bottom foliage, okay? So these, as you can see, we have really, really nice, healthy, plump foliage. But on the bottom here, we're starting to get a little deflated. So you can tell, you can squeeze your leaves, and you'll feel that it's got a little lack of water in it. It'll feel kind of deflated. You don't want it mushy. If it feels mushy, it's overwatered, and your aloes will be great. Now my aloes, I only water once every 3 weeks or so, you guys. Even in the summer here, they just don't need much. I'm sorry, I'm bending down to get my watering can and hit a few spots here. These don't need much, so we're just going to give a little water. I ran out of room, so I don't have a stand here. These little aloe Wamsleys we got back. We have some that were not rooted a few weeks ago. We did a video on fixing that. We added some rooting hormone in here, and we've been watering very sparingly, just letting them recoup, letting them get water. Now we can start watering. See how that water floats like that? Well, watch. When you tilt your pot, it distributes evenly. See that? That's what I wanted to show you. See how it seeps right in there? And now you're distributing evenly. Just twirl it around so you don't see that water no more. See that water right there? Now that's because this is so dry, I haven't watered it. I wish you can feel how light this little guy is. And you can see that we were lacking water a little bit. We have dead foliage on the bottom, which is normal. That's what you want to see. Regular leaf death. The bottom foliage is going to disappear as the top pushes out. Then we're going to go on. That's it for that. We're going to go on to these, what do you call them? Dracaenias. Because you see this Dracaenia, guys? This is actually leaning, so let me get a picture here so I can kind of show you, twirl around. You see how these are leaning? See how she's leaning towards that sun a little bit? I'm sorry if you can't really see that. But what we need to do here, because she's doing that, is turn her around since she's leaning. She's trying to face towards that sun, so when you lean her this way, now she's going to try to tilt back that way. Same thing with this little guy. This is a little better for you to see. See this? See how he's facing the right? Well, we need to face him this way. So he starts tilting back the other way and getting that adequate sun. This needs water because we haven't watered in a while. So I just go ahead, douse her out. And that neem oil is fine for these. It's just diluted in here a little bit. Water all the way around. That's going to seep to the bottom tray. Then we'll disregard that tray. My little marigold is starting to flower, guys. Look. See that little flower right there? See it? Got little flower buds. We need to make sure she's watered, has enough. We're not getting any more sun here. These are my little Venus flytraps. So check it out, guys. These are little updates. If you go back like a few months ago, we had bought these in a little kit, and they're coming back. They've been catching flies. That's a little Venus flytrap. They're so cute. And then this is a pitcher plant, which is really starting to grow. You can see all that foliage. Look how cool they are. They catch gnats and bugs. These are really becoming extinct. A lot of people don't know about them really. I grew these all growing up. I had them as a kid. My Aunt Carol actually bought them for me every year for my birthday, these Venus, these ones. So this is pretty cool to have. The bugs will go right in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they have like a liquid that they have inside of them. And then they turn purple, they're growing, they're really nice. And that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to show you for today. Oh wait, we have to water this pine. Okay, so see how big this pine is getting? Remember we transplanted her? My camera's so dull. Well, guess what? We need to water. See how dry that is? We need to water. See how that water floats right on top because our soil is so dry? We'll twirl it around. This way it distributes evenly. Or these little pots from the dollar store, which I love, you can water from the bottom here. Just put your water in, let it seep up a little bit, and then you can definitely discard any extra water once that top is all wet. Now this was a present from a friend of mine I got yesterday, and we're going to do a separate video on this. I got to find out what it is, and I think it's a philodendron plant. If you guys know what this is, let me know. I have it rooting right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it helps you to just get them gnats gone in your house and keep your inside plants really healthy, you guys. Everything's looking really good here in the garden. I'm here if you need me all the time. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.